Thank you so much.
Says host has disabled your ability to share.
Hang on a second, sweetheart. Try now.
Try again now. Here we go. All righty. Everybody see that?
Yes.
And are we ready to start, Sam?
We are indeed. So I'm going to mute myself.
All right. And for everybody that has joined the webinar or listening to the recorded version of this webinar, it was an honor to be in the UK. I've only been back a handful of days. So we were just there, part of our world tour. In fact, Mr. Hart is still gone on the world tour, but one of many to come. Again, it was an honor to be there with every single one of you. Of course, our company is spreading all over the world. For my wife, Jean, and I, we only knew one person outside of the United States when we got started. And that was Miss Renita Lowry up in Canada. But we told a few who told a few, and next thing we knew, our team had spread to 42 different countries. Now, we barely speak one language, that being English, and so it wasn't us, it was the power of the concept. And so I'm going to walk you guys kind of through a short PowerPoint, who we are, where we're going, why we're exploding. Of course, more importantly, why you might want to participate. We are in the travel business. Our whole goal, motto, if you will, is to go out and show people, everyday people from every walk of life, how they can go out and see the world. And if you were to go out and ask, 10, 20, 30 people tomorrow, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? You'll find out that the predominant answer is travel. Most people dream of traveling. They just simply can't afford to do it. And so we put together a program, again, that can show everyday people how to make that possible. And in fact, just imagine if you could go to a site where you could create a free account. That site would save you money on travel. You could share that site with others, and you could earn free travel. I'm going to show that to you. What if you could go to some of the nicest resorts in the world for less than £1 per day? I'm going to show that to you. And no, there's no gimmicks. There's no no hoops. There's no presentations, none of that. That's why our company's blowing up. This is the vision of our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Miss Adela. Mr. David Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine when he was only 24 years of age. I've been setting records in business his entire life. His company got started back in 2013. They are debt free, paid out millions of dollars in commissions all over the globe. Again, we're in 42 countries and growing, expanding every day. The company had 400% annual growth last year, and we believe that will pale in comparison to what's already starting out as a bangbuster, blockbuster year this year. As you look at travel, again, single largest industry on the planet. The number one shared dream amongst all people on the earth is travel. The number one search word on the internet, travel. Walk around any office, what do you see on the screensavers? Travel. Look at a list of the top 10 internet companies in the world, and you will see that not one of them, but two of them are in travel. These are what we call a clue. And so travel is not only the biggest at $8 trillion, but it's on its way to $12 trillion in the next 8 years. And that's probably being driven by demographics. You got people like my father, the baby boomers. They are now in the twilight years. They have a lot of money. They want to travel before it's too late. You also have people like my daughters who are millennials. And this is a group of people, they don't want things, they want experiences. This is a group that they want to travel, they want to see the world. And you have two of the biggest demographic groups on the entire planet all saying travel, travel, travel. That is the place to be. That is the reason, again, you have two of the top 10 in the world being in the travel business. And the dirty secret when it comes to travel is the fact that just two companies own all the other companies. Most people think they're going out there, that they're price shopping, that they're going over to Expedia, then they're going over to bookings.com, then they're going to Trivago, then they're going to Orbitz, then they're going to Kayak, then they're going to Hotwire. And they think that they're price shopping because they're going to all these different sites. And they don't realize that all of those sites are owned by just two companies. It is not a monopoly, but rather a duopoly. And that allows them to fix the price. And we decided to bring a new concept to the travel space, one that could give consumers an option, one that could show consumers how to save money, one that could give the average person a chance to go out there and see the world. And so kind of in a similar vein to how Uber brought a new concept to the transportation industry, that's what we're doing in travel. Now, we put together a program that can show anyone, anywhere, on any budget, how to have not just one, but 2 dream vacations every single year. Now, some people say, how do you do that? Well, the first thing you want to grasp is the concept of bulk buying. When you buy things in bulk, you get it for less. To illustrate something we've all done, we've all gone to a Starbucks and bought a single bottle of water. And that single bottle of water might have cost you £3 or £4. If you then go down to the local Price Club shopping center, you can buy an entire case of water for £3 or £4. So how is it possible that one costs £3 or £4 and 32 only costs £3 or £4? That's the concept of bulk buying. And the same is true in the travel space. If you write a very large check in advance and you give that to the companies where they have guaranteed a revenue, you can buy the inventory for pennies on the dollar. When all of us go to the same resort at the same time, we get, again, bulk buying. Because if you're just one person at the resort, well, you're one of 1,000 people. But if 500 of us go to the resort, we're 50% of the resort. When we ask for something, we tend to get it. And so, again, this is just the power of numbers. Leveraging the numbers of travelers to get better rates, to provide perks that typically have only been available to the affluent. Now, we have 2 different kinds of trips. We have I-trips, we-trips, which we're now recalling getaways and world tours. But the I-trips and we-trips are incredible. The I-trips, which we now call getaways, there's 2,000 different resorts. We have them all over the world. As a platinum member, you can go there for as little as $1 per night US, less than £1 in your currency per night. You could actually get a 2-bedroom for less than £8 per night. And that's where you got a full kitchen, living room, 2 separate bedrooms. Again, absolutely amazing resorts. We also have our we trips, which we call world tours. And this is the concept where 100, 500 of us go to the exact same resort at the exact same time. And not only does the company plan all these events, from the pool party to the awards dinners to the trainings that we're going to have there, the $1 Million Mindset, the early check-in, late check-out, all the perks. But the bigger thing is that when you're at a resort with 100, 500 like-minded people, it creates a euphoric experience. You're like, man, these are the greatest people in the world. Well, of course, they're just like you. And when people get around each other and you're meeting people from different parts of the world, different languages, different customs, you're learning all about them. You're learning you're learning about how they're building the business. Again, it just creates this atmosphere that's addicting, and it will leave you counting down until the next trip. And so we have again, getaways, we have the world tours, I-trips, we-trips, right? We're kind of doing a rebranding here of that particular name. But the concept, again, is absolutely amazing. Our first one is going to be in Tenerife. That is June 4th through the 7th. It's sold out like that. We're getting ready to launch the Punta Cana, which will be in July. It will sell out like that. And I'll talk more about that in a moment. But going back to the getaways or the I-trips, with our membership, as you pay the monthly fee to the membership, for every dollar you spend on the monthly basis, you are going to get 2 travel points. And those points can be redeemed for the vacations I'm describing. So for example, if you wanted a 7-night, 8-day holiday, you want to go to some resort, the regular retail price is $499. You can apply 998 travel points. And as a platinum member, you go for $0 and 0 cents. And so again, with our membership, you can get not just 1, but 2 of these types of trips every single year. Now, if you're a titanium member, you don't get it for free, but you can go for $99. Again, that's less than £100 for 7 nights, 8 days, still an incredible price. So let me give you some specific examples. Let's assume you want to go to Pueblo Bonito Resort at Sunset Beach. This is one of the nicest resorts on the entire planet. In fact, I had a buddy that just got back from there. It's right on the beach. Absolutely gorgeous. The suggested retail price is $499. Well, when you're with our company and you're getting those points doubled every single month, 6 months from now, you apply the points and you can go there for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing, 0, not a goose egg. Maybe you want to go to the Canary Islands. Again, here, if you're a platinum customer, you can go for 0. If you are a titanium member, you can go for $14 per night. Again, less than £14 per night. That's less than £100 for the entire week. Obviously just a phenomenal deal. You can get a 1-bedroom. Maybe you want to experience the magic of Disney. And this is where you've got a kitchen, living room, separate bedroom. You can go there as a platinum member for, again, under £1 per night. And as a titanium member, you're going there for less than £18 per night. And as you can tell, I mean, these are incredible resorts, incredible destinations all over the world. Here's a 2-bedroom that you can get for $843 US. That's less than £8 per night. Or if you're a titanium member, less than £29 per night. And so again, either number, again, that's for a 2-bedroom, full kitchen, living room. I mean, absolutely incredible. And as I mentioned, we have our world tours, our We Trips. We're going to be doing 7 to 9 of them this year. The first one sold out like this. This is where 100 to 500 of us go to the exact same resort, the exact same time. And you got the early check-in, late check-out. We do seminars there that are going to educate you and build you and help you make money. We have all kinds of planned activities. There's an awards dinner. There's a party by the pool. There's a reception the moment you walk through the door. We're having a party right in the lobby, if you will. And if you were to kind of go price these out, these particular trips we're talking about, here's the one at Hard Rock at Tenerife. If you went to bookings.com right now, the price is now over, I think, $1,000 to be there. So the price kept going up. So it's over $1,000 to be there at this moment. Now, that $1,000 does not include all the perks we throw in. You don't get the recognition dinner. You don't get the party by the pool. You don't get the millionaire mindset, seminar that we do. You don't get the early check-in, the late check-out. You don't get the welcome drink, right? You don't get the bed and breakfast. You don't get none of that. And it's over $1,000. If you add all that in, you're looking at a trip that's, close to $1,800. And you could take all those points that have been doubling every single month, trade those in and go on a trip like this for $199 as a platinum. That's US, that's under £199, as a platinum member, or less than £299 as a titanium member. Again, a fraction of the price it would cost you if you just went to bookings.com. And again, we're going to be doing these trips all over the world. And this is just the beginning of how we can help you travel. We also have savings of up to 60% off on activities, rental cars, group activities, tours, resorts, you name it. We happen to have a lot of different ways you can save money right there in the United Kingdom when you're shopping, dining, doing things of this nature. And I'm just going to walk you through some actual comparables here and give you an idea of the kind of savings I'm referring to. So here's Madrid, Spain. If you go to bookings.com, this is $488, but on our site, it's $216. You just save more than you even spent. It was 60% off. Maybe you want to go to Paris, France. On Expedia, it is $900 and some odd dollars. On our site, $600 and some odd dollars. You just saved $300. I mean, again, huge savings. Maybe you want to go to San Diego for 5 days. On Priceline, it's $1,307. On our site, $665. You just saved as much as you spent, 50% off. Maybe you want to go to Cancun. You're saving almost $100 per night. As I mentioned, right there in the United Kingdom, there's all kinds of restaurants. There's all kinds of shopping. There's savings on airport parking, savings on gasoline. So again, a lot of different ways to save money with our company. And to get started with our company, there's 3 different options. You can do the platinum, which I described quite a bit, which is only $249 US, and then it's $125 per month. Or you can do the titanium, which is only $129 US, and then $69 a month. Now, the great thing about both of these memberships is that if you do the optional distributor kit, you decide to partner with our company, you can go out there and share this concept with 3 or 4 other people. And once you enroll 3 on the titanium and platinum membership, you are now earning more than you're spending. So if you simply refer 3 people to our company, you get to enjoy 2 vacations per year, and it's costing you nothing, $0 and 0 cents. And I always ask the people the question, how many hundreds of millions of people on the entire planet, if they knew, wait a minute, hold on, I can join your club, I can save all kinds of money, I'm booking for 50% off, 60% off, I'm saving money on gas and restaurants and shopping and dining, I'm saving money where, in exchange for my membership, I can go to these unbelievable vacation places for $1 per night. I can get a 2-bedroom, a full kitchen, living room for $8 per night. And then you're telling me that if I tell 3, the entire program is completely free because I'm earning more than I'm spending. Yes. And that's a big part of why our company's booming. How many hundreds of millions of people would just be thrilled if that's all it was? If we stopped right there, did nothing else, that would be enough. And of course, obviously, we've just gotten started. I'm going to show you our compensation program in a moment and how you can make a lot of money with our company. But I want you to realize the value we have in the membership. Now, we also have a basic membership where you can do what you can join for $79 and $39 per month. This gives you access to our We Trips, our world tours. It does not get you the getaways or the eye trip. And so again, that's the basic membership that we have. It's kind of to stick your toe in the water, experience the whole thing. It's pretty popular in some of the countries where they have a tighter economy. We were just in Madagascar. I know that people are now trying to open up Morocco and Algeria, and some of the other places like the Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea, Colombia, where the economies are not what they are there in the United Kingdom or France or here in the United States. So again, we've got all the different memberships there to make it affordable for anybody. As I mentioned, you can come on board and partner with us. And if you partner with us, you can turn your passion into profit. You can go out there and do the thing you love to do, which is travel. You can turn that into your business. I always tell people we're in the business of fun, right? We're in the business of fun. This is a fun business, meaning it's fun to do, and our business is all about fun. And as you go out there and you begin to kind of share the word with people, you can earn money in our 10X compensation program. Now, we call this 10X because we literally pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space. Now, that is not my opinion. That is a fact. The great thing about numbers is numbers don't lie. Now, it is my opinion, and only my opinion, that you can grow faster with our company than any other company out there. But that's just my opinion. It is a fact that we pay out 10 times as much. And try to separate, fact from fiction here, right? Now, the reason I happen to believe you can grow faster with our company is our product. You can go up to almost anybody and say, hey, do you like to travel? And people typically respond, I don't like to travel. I love to travel. And so you're tapping into the stuff of passion. You're tapping into the stuff of dreams. And you can ask somebody, hey, how would you like to be able to go to a site where you can register for free, save money, and earn free travel? I mean, people are like, yeah, I got a card. Yeah, and again, this is simple, simple, simple. How would you like to go to some of the nicest resorts in the world for less than £1 per night? No, I'm not kidding. It's not the kind of thing you might want to know more about. Yeah, how's that possible? Hey, I'll go send you a video, check the whole thing out. So our business is simple. And so let's assume that you tell a few who tell a few, your team begins to grow. We're going to pay you on all that activity. Now, if you were to go out there and simply bring on 3, as I mentioned a moment ago, bring on 3, you are now earning more than you're spending. Doesn't matter whether you do the platinum membership or the titanium membership. Now, with our basic membership, you have to get 1 more. You have to get 4. And when you get 4, now you pay no more. Now, in addition, you're going to earn some incredible direct sales commissions. If you were to sell a basic membership, you're going to earn $12.50. If you sell a titanium membership, you're going to earn $25. If you sell a platinum membership, you're going to earn $50. Now, that's where you start. That's not where you finish. Because as you rank advance in our competition program, the amount of money you earn on a given sale is going to increase. So you start at $50. When everyone's brand new, you're selling a platinum, you're making $50. Well, once you become a qualified partner, now you're making $60. Once you become a 1-star director, you're making $70. Once you become a 2-star director, you're making $80. Then once you become an ambassador, you're making $110. Well, the reason that's exciting is that as you rank advance in our competition program, you get to earn the difference between your rank and the rank of those people below you. So for example, let's assume that you are an ambassador, and that's all the way over on the far right, and you make a sale of a platinum membership to me. Well, you just earned $110. Well, let's assume that I also decide to become a partner, and I want to go out and share this information, which obviously I did. So I come on board as a partner, and I go out and I begin to make some sales. Well, let's say I sell a platinum membership to my sister, which I did. Well, I just earned $50. Well, you're going to earn the difference between your rank and mine. You're at the $110 level. I'm at the 50. 110 minus 50, $60. You just earned $60 on my sale. Well, let's assume that my sister makes a sale. You just earned $60 on her sale. Let's assume that she brings in my brother. My brother makes a sale. You just made $60 on his sale. My brother brings in my dad. You just made $60 on his sale. My dad brings in my aunt. You just made $60 on their sale. You're going to continue to earn $60 on every sale that happens, infinitely deep, until somebody becomes a qualified partner, at which point you're going to make $50 infinitely deep until somebody becomes a 1-star, at which point you're going to make, $40 infinitely deep until somebody becomes a 2-star. Then you're going to make $30 infinitely deep. You get the idea. What it means is that you can override a massive group of people who are out there selling our memberships. And if you look at the chart here at the bottom, even if you were only a 1-star director and you went out there and created 500 sales, you're looking at $10,000 in extra money just from that. And that's not you creating those sales. That's you and your entire team. Now, let's assume you become a 3-star director and you make those same 500 sales, you just double the amount of money you're going to make. And if you were to become an ambassador, now you're making $30,000 off all that activity. So again, as you rank advance and sales are happening below you, you can make unbelievable money. Now, again, this is the beginning of our compensation program. We also have daily residual pay. If you were to go out there and tell 4, remember when you tell 4, you're earning more than you're spending. So you're now enjoying free vacations. Well, let's assume that your 4 like the idea of free vacations, and so they decide to tell 4. So when your 4 get 4, you become a 1-star director in our program. You are now earning $400 to $700 per month US. Now, if you can help their 4 get 4, you become a 2-star director. You're now earning $1,500 to $2,500 a month US. Now, at this point, I call it you're in the comma club because you have a check with a comma in it. And I want you to realize that in 99% of the binary plans that are out there, when you have this size organization that I'm showing you on the screen, you would typically earn $200 per month. But we're not paying you $200 a month. We're paying you $1,500 to $2,500 a month. That's why we call this a 10X pay program. We are literally paying at 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space. We took all of that money that has historically been on the back end of the compensation program so that some guru can make $5, $10 million a month. We pulled all that money to the front so that everyday real people, moms and dads, school teachers, policemen, plumbers, people that want to make a difference in their financial scenario can do so, not maybe someday, not 5 years from now, not 2 years from now, but now. We've had people do what I'm showing you here on the screen. We've had some people do that in 2 weeks. Now, that's a pretty rare feat. 2 weeks is pretty fast. We've had some people do it in 2 months. We've had some people do it in 2 quarters. And of course, it might take some people 2 years. But clearly, if some people are doing it in 2 weeks and some people are doing it in 2 months, it's obviously something highly doable. And my question to you is, what would an extra $1,500 to $2,500 per month US, right? What would that do for you and your family? And the answer is a lot. I mean, there's almost no car you can't buy with an extra $2,500 a month. In fact, you can go lease a Lamborghini or a Ferrari for about $2,100, $2,300 a month. I mean, so you might be pulling that up to your apartment building. You might be pulling that up to your trailer, but you got a Ferrari. Okay. So again, there's almost no car you can't drive with an extra $2,500 a month. What kind of a home could you live in if you took your current rent or mortgage payment and you said, hey, now I got to suddenly an extra $1,500 to $2,500 a month to apply toward that mortgage? And the answer is you're living in a pretty nice house. So again, all you did was get 4 so you can enjoy free vacations. You helped your 4 get 4 so they can enjoy free vacations. You were making $400 to $700 a month. You did that one more time. You're making $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Well, now the question is, can you help a few other people do what you just did? And if you can, let's assume that you go out there and you help just 1 or 2 people and your left and right leg do what you just did. Well, you become a 3-star director, which now means you are car eligible. You can get a Tesla, you can get a Range Rover, you can get a BMW, Mercedes, I mean, whatever car you want, as long as it's a luxury car, as long as it's less than 3 years old, we're paying for it, right? What do you care? You might as well drive the best of the best, brand new, and you get to drive that bad boy down the road with Mr. David Hart paying the bill. And I can tell you that the cars you drive for free just seem to drive better than the ones you pay for. I don't know why that is, but it is. And so again, we got people all over the world going out there and buying Mercedes and BMWs and enjoying that. So again, you help 1 or 2 people on your left leg, 1 or 2 people on your right leg. Simply do what you did. You're a 3-star director. You're now car eligible. You're now making $30,000 to $40,000 per year US. Now, if you can help just 1 more person in each leg do what you just did, now you're a 4-star director. You're now making $50,000 to $60,000 per year US. That means that you're making more than the average worker there in the United Kingdom. You're making more than the average American family makes per household in the United States. It means that you got this little part-time business. You became a 4-star director, and you're not climbing Mount Everest here, right? You went out and got 4 so you can enjoy some free vacations. You helped your 4 get 4 so they can enjoy free vacations. You're making $400 to $700 a month. You helped their 4 get 4. Now you're making $1,500 to $2,500 a month. You help a couple of people in your left leg, a couple people in your right leg do what you just did, and you are now making more than the average worker there in the United Kingdom. And this is still just a part-time, fun little travel business you're doing on the side. Now, if you can do that one more time, help one more person in each leg, you become an ambassador. And as an ambassador, your check is $100,000 to $120,000 a year. Now, if you look over at the chart over on the far left, if you scroll down to where it says ambassador, you can see that the volume is $15,000 in your left leg, and the volume is $15,000 in volume in your right leg. Well, I could tell you that in 99% of all the binary pay programs that are out there, again, 99%, they pay you 10% on one leg. That means that your check would be $1,500 a month, $18,000 a year. It's not $1,501. It's not $1,498. This is not arbitrary. I'm not guessing. This is not, well, no, it is a fact that in 99% of the companies, your check would be $18,000 per year, period. That is not a matter of speculation. It is a fact. With us, your check is $100,000 to $118,000 a year. Those two numbers are not even remotely close. That is not a gap. It is a gulf. What Mr. David Hart has done here with our competition program is historic. It has never been done in the history of our industry. Again, we pulled all that money from the back end. We moved it to the front end so that real people can go out there and make a living wage. They can quit their job. They can leave the corporate jail and live life on their terms. Be able to do what they want, when they want, with whom they want, because they want. You have a team of less than 400 people here. And that is not a big group for our kind of an industry, especially when you look at the 60 some odd million we have there. And by the way, I don't get a lot of background noise here.
Okay.
I know.
And that might be coming from Tracy. There we go. So anyway, I just want you guys to kind of understand the difference between our pay structure here, what we've done, how we've made it easier than any company in history for you to go out there and actually make a real difference in the finances, a real difference in the lifestyle, a real difference in how your family lives with our company and in a very short period of time. And as your team begins to grow, soak in the money, this can go all the way up to $3,200 a day, $96,000 per month. That's his true residual pay. That $96,000 per month does not include all the leadership money I told you about a moment ago. And that also does not include the money that you can make with our hotel site. I mentioned the hotel site to you guys a little bit ago. This is where you can go there, create a free account in 30 seconds. You can save money. I'm going to illustrate that point here. If you want to book the Mirage Hotel and Casino on Expedia site, it's $800. Our site, $772. The consumer just saved $28. So let's assume that you come on board as a partner with us. You tell your next door neighbor, Mary. She goes there and creates a free account. Mary shares her link with her next door neighbor, John. He creates a free account. John books the Mirage Hotel and Casino, just saved $28. John's a winner chicken dinner. Mary just earned $32 in free travel. And you, the partner, just earned $41 in commission. When you understand that this can spread like wildfire, you can replicate this through a massive number of people. It's a whole nother stream of revenue that can come in and obviously prop your check up. So again, guys, we have an incredible business. It's a fun business. It's an easy business. And the only thing we're missing is you. So with that, Mr. Samantha Gallagher, I will turn this webinar back over to you.
I might have to unmute myself. So thank you so much for that. It's always a pleasure to hear you. And I never get bored of it, never. I was just thinking that to myself a minute ago. It's like you always come up with something slightly different each time, which, is good for those that have tuned in. Has anybody got any questions that they'd like to ask at all?
I do. Who wants to make some money?
Tracy, did you want to ask something? Because you look like you're trying to fiddle with your phone to unmute yourself. I've unmuted you.
Did you unmute Tracy? You talking about Tracy?
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time hearing because I'm driving. And
Be safe.
okay. So can I hear a little more about the actual vacation package and stuff? So is it how much is it per month? And what package feels like on the cruise? I guess I'm a little confused on that part. I get the part of the whole people making money underneath each other part, the pyramid. I'm more curious to hear more about the vacation part, how that works.
Yeah, so we obviously have different kinds of vacation packages you can tap into. We have our iTrips, we
Okay.
have our WeTrips, we have 2,000 resorts around the world. For example, Samantha Gallagher, who's hosting this webinar, her and her kids went to the MGM, a 5-star resort last year. They were there 7 nights, 8 days. And what did you pay, Sam?
£45 and 42 pence. So you're talking around about £60, Trace. Believe it or not, Todd, that's actually my cousin from America you're talking to right now.
Oh, where are you at in America, Tracy?
I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay, sure. Home of the red dirt.
Yes. Most of it.
I'm in California, but I'm originally from Illinois.
Oh, okay. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
Sorry if I cut that a little bit. Sorry if I cut out a little bit. I'm driving, and sometimes I get dead spots. Sorry.
oh, no worries, no worries. So, Bull, are you near Lawton, Oklahoma, or what? Are you? Where are you at? Tulsa.
I live just by Tulsa. It's actually like a little suburb outside of Tulsa. But yeah, I'm 20 minutes away from Tulsa.
Okay. So for you, I mean, you have places all over the United States you can go to. If you wanted to go like experience the magic of Disney, I can get you a 1-bedroom, full kitchen, living room, right outside of Disney, unbelievable resort, 7 nights, 8 days. It's going to cost you $7. If you want to come out to Vegas, yeah, $7.
Huh?
If you want to come out to Vegas, I can put you at the Wyndham Desert Blue. It's a brand new resort. They built it a year and a half ago. It's got the second best swimming pool in all Las Vegas. I can get you a 1-bedroom, full kitchen, living room, separate bedroom, and that will also cost you $7. I can put you in Myrtle Beach. I can put you in Flagstaff, Arizona. I can put you up in the Northeast.
Wow.
I mean, where do you want to go? I can put you in California. We have 2,000 resorts, and that's just U.S. If you want to pop down to Cabo or Cancun or Puerto Vallarta, if you want to hop over to the Caribbean, you can go to Punta Cana, which is the Dominican Republic. Or if you want to hop across the pond and go see your cousin, maybe you guys can hook up in Tenerife, the Canary Islands. We have all kinds of places over there. You want to go to Asia?
Oh God, no.
This doesn't include airfare, right?
No, just the accommodations.
Okay. Okay. And how much is that a month for me to pay? Like to sign up?
Yeah, so there's 3 packages. So on a monthly basis, we have a package for $125 a month. We have a package for $69 a month, and we have a package for $39 a month. And the great thing is that if you go out there and share this with 3 or 4 people, then at that point it's free. So that's part of the reason people get excited. Is they're like, wait a minute, hold on, it's a phenomenal deal. Even if I just joined the membership, but then if I tell 3 or 4 people, I'm earning more than I'm spending, which means I'm actually enjoying the vacations 100% for free. So you ask people, how would you like to travel for less? Yes. How would you like to travel for free? And they're like, okay, now you really got me. Talk to me. How does that work?
Exactly. Another question is there any maintenance fees on top of this?
No.
Monthly maintenance fees, yearly maintenance fees, or is there any other charges besides the monthly fees?
Yeah, there is. There's one more charge, Tracy. It's an annual fee of $49.99, and it's our compliance fee. So when you join, you wouldn't need to pay that again until a year after joining. So that's the only other fee that we have an annual fee on. And it just enables us to be able to sell the product worldwide.
Okay. So, but it doesn't ever change? What about the second year? Is it still $49.95?
Yeah, it's always $49.95 per year. And what that does, that covers your.
Can you tell I've been burned by timeshares?
Yeah, exactly. We're the anti-timeshare. In fact, I have a guy that's joining my team right now. He sells timeshare for a living. And he says, we ruined him. He goes, after he goes, I saw your company. I've been looking at it. He goes, I can't do the timeshare thing anymore. Your product's so much better.
Well, yeah, obviously, because if you live in the United States, you could do 3 to 4 vacations a year, or is this just a one-time? So the $39.99 package deal, how many vacations can you take with that in a year?
That's probably going to get you 1 week trip a year. So you can go on it's the group trip. So that's not for the individual trip. That's the group trip. That's where 100, 500 of us go to a resort, which we'll be doing one in Vegas this year. And you can come and it's a party. Because you're there with a lot of like-minded people, Tracy. And whenever you get around people that are just like you, people that think the way you do, they see the world the way you do, they're positive, outgoing, optimistic, want to make money, change their life, do better. And when you go and you're there and you're meeting people from all over the world, and we're all part of the, the same company, and we're wearing the shirt, you know what I mean? You're, next thing you know, you're high-fiving and doing selfies at the swim-up bar. You're like, man, these are the greatest people on the planet. And it's like, of course they are, because they're just like you. And so it's a pretty euphoric experience. And that's even before we start talking about all the extra perks that we get when we do it as a group. The early check-in, late check-out, the party in the, in the lobby, the party by the pool, the awards dinners, the seminars we do there to teach people how to make money, that kind of stuff.
Okay, and what about a family? I have 2 children, and I have 3 parents that I would like to travel with. Does that or maybe even 4 children? Would I be able to do any of that on any of these packages?
Yeah. So yeah, your membership's always going to cover you and a significant other if it's an all-inclusive resort. If it's a resort that's not all-inclusive, then it covers you, your spouse, and whoever else you want to put in your room. That's up to you. We cover the room is covered. And again, assuming that it's not all-inclusive, then you can bring whoever you want. If it's all-inclusive, then they're going to charge an extra fee because obviously they have to give food and drinks, all those other kind of things to those people as well.
Okay.
Tracy, you're going to want the premium or platinum package for the kids. That's the one you're going to want, because that's the one that I'm on. Because the one that I'm on the top one, which is the platinum one, when what that enables me to do is have the 2 7-day vacations that I can take my family away on, because that's what it's for me primarily. It's my family.
Mm-hmm. The platinum one, yeah. Okay. What about so what about the cruises? How does that work on the cruises? What about Norwegian? What cruise line is it?
Say that again.
Yeah, she's asking about cruises. So one of the great things for you, Tracy, is because you're in the United States, you can actually become a travel agent with us as well. It's an extra benefit that you have. And if you were to go, for example, through the Princess Cruise training, which is free, costs nothing. But if you go through their training, you actually get a free cruise, 5 nights, 6 days.
Oh yeah.
If you go through the Marriott training, you get almost any Marriott hotel for about $61 a night. And that includes the Sheratons, which they own, Marriott Courtyard, Marriott Express, and regular Marriotts.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of perks to being in the travel business, not to mention you get to write everything off. Also for you, I don't know if you have a home-based business now. If you do not, this is going to be one of the greatest things that ever happened to you, because you're going to be able to write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, internet. When you travel, it can become deductible. And you're going to find out that all those deductions can offset whatever income you're currently paying taxes on. And so the average American is going to save probably in the neighborhood of a minimum $5,000 a year in taxes just by having a home business. So in other words, Uncle Sam's paying you to go on vacation.
Yeah.
I love the way you do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you currently have a home business, Tracy?
No, I do not.
Have you ever had one before?
No, actually,
Okay.
I've always worked. I don't know what I did wrong. Sorry, but I'm talking about so I'm actually a real estate agent. I work for an auction company, and they own my real estate license. We have several brokers, all that, and I sell real estate all over the world. It's actually foreclosed properties and all that good stuff. So
Okay, awesome.
it's
Awesome.
the thing that I do. I speak with millions of people all day long.
Yes. Yes. If you hook up with your tax pro, tax pro, Tracy, they can kind of outline for you just how much money you can save by having a home business. It's quite a bit.
On top of the regular $26,000 tax credit that I get anyways for a house.
That's correct. Yeah, there's deductions you can tap into above and beyond, including when you travel. So, for example, when I go to Tenerife, I'll be going to Tenerife, and I'm going to be seeing Sam in June. Well, I'm traveling there for business because that's our whole team over there, right? So, for me, the whole thing's tax deductible. My flight, my stay, everything, food. I get to write the whole thing off.
Nice. One more question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is it? Are you limited to the time of the year of the each resort that you have partnerships with to get to take your vacation? Or do I get to choose where I want to go when I want to go that time of the year?
Now you get to choose where you want to go and what time you want to go. And we have a portal that you can go to where you can look all the different places up and then find out what the availability is.
Okay. Did I ask enough questions, Sam?
You can ask as many questions as you want.
Can you tell I'm in sales, but I have a million questions always?
Can you tell that we're
But
related?
I do get to work from home. Yes, we're very much related. Very much related. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay, I'm home now. Now I can actually focus and not be driving in my life 24/7 nonstop ever. I'm lucky if I get 4 hours of sleep at night. But it's too much. So are we still on that Zoom app right now?
Yeah, you're on the Zoom, and as we're having the
Oh, there we
conversation.
go. I'm back. I'm back. Can you see me now?
Yep, there you are.
Sorry. Hi. Okay.
We can see you before. You were just,
I
wearing
feel
the
so bad
sunglasses,
now because
driving the
I
car.
had you guys on the phone for so long. Huh? Okay, I'm home. Now I can give my undivided attention. Okay, so pretty much is monthly fee, once a year annual fee, and then you get paid for getting people to sign up underneath you. What if I had 20 people up underneath me with the premium package?
That'd probably make you about $400 to $700 a month.
So you could send me money on top of.
Plus the free trip. 20 people brings a free trip, right?
If you.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just trying to make sure I understand it all. So I would get money monthly. Pretty much it pays for itself plus some, maybe even for the airfare once a year, week, and
You're frozen, Tracy. We can't hear you.
That or it's the ultimate dramatic pause.
huh?
Yeah, you froze up on us. You froze up. You went like you were starting to say something and it went dead. And I go, it's dramatic pause.
Yes. Sam, were you that bad this past weekend? Were you dramatic? How dare you? Oh, God, it's so bad. You can't help it. The Gallagher and us. Okay. Okay, so I will go on the website and I will check it all out a little better and get with Sam to see about signing up.
Yeah, then also, Sam, you can send her to pagetosafehangout.com. That's the US version.
Mm-hmm.
I have. I've already sent it to her.
Okay.
And I can clearly tell that from this call she's not watched it.
Sorry, I sent it to my dad to watch. I unfortunately am so busy nonstop.
It's fine because
You can't sell 407.
this is
I sold 417 properties last year.
No, it's fine. The important bit is to get you on here because at least that way you can converse with us, because obviously the video, you can't have a conversation with it. So has anybody else got any questions? Because if not, Tracy will just take over.
I am so sorry. I didn't know I was on a group. Sorry.
No, you're good, Tracy. You're good, Tracy. Hey, what's up, Miss Stacy? You're on mute. You're on mute, girl.
I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you. Hey, Miss Gina. How are you? You're on mute. I can see the thumbs up, but
I said I'm very good. I'm
pumped,
raring to go.
Well, I had I was thinking about you ladies the other day because I have a buddy. He's made millions in the space. He's a good friend of mine, and he's with a company right now that they're doing over $1 million a month in Ghana. And I said,
okay.
I said, hey, do you speak Ga?
Okay.
He's like, what? I go, Ga. It's the language there. Don't you know that? However, I couldn't remember to say, how are you, which you taught me there in the UK. I couldn't remember it. I was like,
oh, don't worry. I'll teach you all. We'll teach you all again.
I lost it.
Plenty of time in Tenerife.
I lost it already. Yeah, but I can't wait to go to your bar in Ghana.
I'm waiting.
I'm telling you, I mean, here today, Ghana tomorrow.
Mike, have you got any questions you'd like to ask? Do you want me to unmute you, Mike, and bring you on? Yeah. Okay. All right. I've unmuted your mic. So if there's anything you'd like to ask, please feel free.
Hi, yeah, I've only joined today. So what I'm interested in is, okay, so you're getting the holidays. What about the actual travel to the holiday? Is that payable by ourselves?
Yeah. We pay for it ourselves. We pay for the flight or obviously the petrol if we're doing a staycation. Yes, we do. But to be honest with you, I mean, the next trip that I go on is I go to Ibiza in about 4 weeks' time. It's cost me £220 all in with 3 flights and the accommodation. So the beautiful thing about this is that you can pick where you want to go, so that therefore you can budget for your flights.
Uh-huh.
So you're still completely in control of this. And we do have, are you in the UK, Mike?
Yes, I am.
We also do have within our sales function, we've got a discount shop, and there are some codes in there so we can get vouchers off some of the airlines. I
Right.
believe Virgin's in there, and Emirates.
Right.
So depending on where you're going, you can get discounts like that. But to be honest with you, where the airlines, where it's been deregulated, we can't really move the flights up and down like that because we're not able to have a pricing war. So, you know, you'll find that the price of the flights are going to be the same irrespective of where you go.
Right, okay, yeah. So I'm just thinking about it. I mean, I can't afford to actually sign up at the moment because I'm on benefits, but I'm going to look at doing it maybe at the weekend. So I'll get in touch with Amy and yourself, and we'll go from there.
Well, if you need any help, it's not a problem. But before you do come on, what I would like to do is I'd like to have a chat with you over the phone, because I want to make sure that it's not just a case that you join us, you've got the money to join us, and then the monthly after that is going to be a struggle for you. I'd like to make sure that we protect you coming into this. It's something that, you know,
Yeah.
I want you to get the best experience from this club, not the worst.
Okay, so before I start, I don't want to, I mean, I've mentioned it to Amy, and I don't know whether she's actually told you, but I was with Planet, and it didn't actually work out for me. So she said this is different, so I'm willing to give it a go.
Yeah, we're very, very, very much different. And the main thing that makes us so different, which I'm sure you've experienced yourself already, with you being with Planet, you'd have paid a monthly subscription, but you get nothing for it. You don't get anything for your money at all. The beautiful thing about being a part and a member of this, I mean, within the first year, you've got the 3 free trip incentives. One of them's got a retail value of up to £7,000. That's the 2 villas in Phuket. Then what you've also then got is, if you turn on the titanium or the platinum package, then you've got your 2 weeks away. The 2 weeks away, when you put it into English monetary terms, you're looking at about £2,000 worth there. So you're looking at 9,000 just for your membership alone. So you'll win with this. And obviously, Amy and I, if we get on a call together with you, we can step by step guide you with that, because this is very, very different to what you've done before. The reason why it's so different is we're going to put you first rather than you expecting to put us first.
Yeah, okay. I mean, like I say, I did get a lot of help from Planet, but the problem I had was that the area that I live in is in the Highlands, and I was putting adverts out right, left and centre, but I was getting nothing back, absolutely nothing. So I couldn't even, I was with them for about 7 months, and I couldn't get a single team member. It was so difficult.
We work on social media. I mean,
yeah, I did. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Everybody on this call, apart from Daryl and Paula, I didn't even know them up until a year ago. Well, actually, Jay as well. I didn't know them up until a year ago. Every single person that I'm connected to, and actually, no, I knew Stacey as well. Sorry, Stacey. Every person that on the call that I'm connected to, it all comes through social media. We work very tightly as a team as well, and we support each other. I know that obviously a lot of companies and teams will say don't support your fellow team members. Well, if we don't support you, how are you going to get your
That's right.
You're not going to get your interaction there. So we work a little bit differently in that respect. We will support you with that. And also, you know, you've got a fair few of us. We put good material together and we share it amongst the team as well. So you'll
Right.
find that once you do join, you'll come up into a chat group, and then there's files and that whereby there's
Yeah.
different material that we've put together for you to use. And we've
Uh-huh.
also got a script as well. Do you need to go, Todd?
Yeah, I have to bounce. I have to bounce. I have an appointment.
Not a
Bye,
problem.
bye, everybody. Great seeing
Thank
you.
you very much.
Hey, Mike, welcome aboard. Hey, Tracy,
Cheers,
good
bud.
to meet you. Bye, everybody.
Yeah,
Bye, Todd.
that's one of the things we do, Mike. I mean, we appreciate and we respect the fact that, let's be honest about it, networking is not the easiest thing to do.
No,
And
it's not.
and I don't like to say things to be that aren't true. You know, it does take a certain person to be able to do this. But the beautiful thing about this is because we are such a tight family unit, we're very, very different the way we work. We work as one unit. I mean, all the people that are on this call right now, seriously, they're the most amazing people. You could not want to work with a better team. Gina's like eyes keep popping out like this, bless her. But the support is phenomenal, and we've all got our own individual talents. You've got me that goes out and does presentations up and down the country. You've got Paula as well. She hosts MIBA in her area. You know, you've got Gina. She's amazing at TikTok. You've got Amy, who obviously you'll be joining through with. This girl's phenomenal at finding the best deals. We've then got Stacey, who's got the balls to launch the country on her own. You know, we've got Daryl, technically minded. We've got Jay, you know, she always brings sparkle to it. And Maureen, even though you're hiding, Maureen, I can see you. Maureen.
I can't see a Maureen.
Yeah, you can't see Maureen, but I can. Maureen came up to the event on Saturday, and whilst we was there, signed her cousin. So, you know, and she brought her cousin with her so that her cousin could feel the family vibe and see whether or not she wanted to be a part of this. We're very, very different to Planet. You're not going to have us down your throat telling you to build. We don't work like that. The way we work is you put yourself first, and then you go show others how to do exactly the same as well.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to do. But as I say, the problem that I had was they gave me all the marketing materials, they gave me all the adverts and blah, and I was putting stuff out, and I was getting likes, but no comments. So then I was doing follow-ups, and people were saying, yes, I'm interested. So I'm like, okay, when's the best time to get in touch with you? And then nothing.
We all get ghosted. That is, you know, unfortunately one of the realms of the industry. I have it happen to me. You just need to be thick-skinned and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really blunt, but it is a bit blunt, a blunt way of saying it. And, you know, we all have those days where we think, oh, God, not again, I'm going to get ghosted. But you know what? You just get through it. But the thing about this is because it is so different, and let's be honest about it, with Planet, you can only market in 3 countries. So therefore, this UK is saturated with Planet at the moment. And all you're hearing about is, and it's white noise now. This isn't white noise. This has got buzz to it.
True. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll have a chat whenever you're ready. You know.
Yeah, that's fine. If you set it up with Amy, because I would prefer to have a chat with you, especially what you said on the call.
Sure.
I want to make sure that you know you come in on the right level that's comfortable for you, and you can work this with us.
Now, can we do the weekend at some point? Would that be all right?
That's absolutely fine. Yeah, just work around Amy because she's the one with the little baby, not us.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right,
okay. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Lovely speaking to you, Mike.
I'm going to have to go now anyway, so thanks.
Okay, if you want to drop yourself off it, Mike, please do.
I will do. Thanks very much.
Welcome.